My people, good morning. Last month, 8-year-old Kimura White drowned while attempting to cross a river in Epsom, St. Mary. While the family is now grieving, there are persons who are using social media to blame the family for the tragedy. Joining us this morning to discuss the topic, social media, please let me mourn, is the CEO of Phoenix Counseling, not a stranger to this show, Dr. Patrice Charles. Good morning, Doc. How are you?
Morning. I'm good.
Good.
I have no voice, but I'm good.
We hear
I'm
you,
good.
man. We can hear you.
Congrats to the family.
Thank you very much. Very proud of him.
Yes, and for those who don't know what we're talking about,
Colonel Charles Jr., who's your
yes, yes, my new MP in a Clarendon. I'm going to move to Clarendon. I love him. He say him work hard, you know. From minister to senator to this to that to MP. He's always working so hard. Anyway.
I won't tell you where I'm moving to after this. But
where are you moving to?
You know where about
that just went over my head. Let's get into some serious conversation now about social media. Doc, let's go into the psyche of people on social media. Is it different to the humans we meet face to face? Do people act differently, and what goes on in their brains when they're on social media?
They do act differently because they are not representing themselves. They're representing who they wish they were. Bear in mind that when you go on social media, a lot of the times, people go on social media for that next dopamine fix, that next, how many likes do I have? How viral can my video go? Just that high that they get from that dopamine fix. And so they're not concerned about empathizing or consideration. They're not concerned about who even knows who they are. There's a lot of people on social media with fake posts that have fake names, and they pretend to be someone else so they can represent themselves in a different way. They're socially awkward in real life.
Yeah, and the problem with that, which I want to go into, is that they're out there in a world which is not 100% real, but affecting people who are living in the real world, such as this story of the mother of the little girl who drowned. Give us a little background on how social media is affecting this family and how people are treating the mother of this gorgeous little girl who unfortunately drowned on her way home from school.
You know, again, those individuals that are posting on social media, they're not interested in empathizing with this family at all. They're not interested in how they're affecting this family. They're interested in making a controversial comment that will get a lot of comments onto their posts, that will get likes onto their posts. So even if the comments are negative, it doesn't matter. It just shows that a lot of people are interested in what I have to say. And the only thing that I can say to that family, apart from giving them my condolences, is that unplug from social media. Because you cannot control what anyone does on social media. But you can control what you do. So disconnect yourself from social media right now so that you can remain in the real world, so that you can heal. And understand that the individuals on social media, they don't know you. So just as much as you don't know them, they don't know you. And so try to stay real and not take it serious, and not take it personal.
That's the question I was going to ask you, Doc. Why even look?
Yeah.
I mean,
I
suspect people will still say it. I'm not on social media, and people will come to me and say, boy, them say this about you, and them say that about you, and I'm not on social media. It doesn't bother me. I can understand it bothering people. I don't want to use me as how people should behave. But why even look if you
The best thing to do is unplug from social media and understand you are in a vulnerable emotional state. You're grieving. You're mourning the loss of your daughter. And so you're so open to absorb all of the negativity and possibly your own guilt that you might be feeling, whether it's an irrational feeling or not. You're vulnerable in that way. So the best thing that you can do is separate yourself from those things that can influence you even more negatively. Unplug. Unplug and give yourself a chance to heal.
I remember going on Google once. I'm serious. Put in my name, and the biggest headline I've ever seen says Neville Bell is a hypocrite.
Really?
It was the biggest headline I've ever seen. And I actually read it. I say that to say, do these platforms just allow anything to be said, and anybody can say it, whether it is... So if I want to cut somebody out and say you are this and you are that, I can just put it on?
The only thing that they might restrict is the content. I know that Facebook, if certain content someone can report, and that's if you're reported. So if no one reports you, you will remain out
So
there.
you can do anything you want.
There's nothing that can stop anyone from posting something that is false about you.
It's
I don't know if the cyber laws right now, if you post pictures of someone, of course, they can report it and you can be charged under the new laws. But separate and apart from that, if I wanted to put out a post, oh, Neville is a hypocrite, what can you do about
So
it?
you can...
And you might not even know that it's me because
Yeah.
I'm posting on a completely different name.
But you can do anything you want, say anything about me, whether it's true or not, and I have no recourse? Because I don't know if you know this, but if you say something about someone here right now,
Defamation.
that is not so.
Yes.
Not only you could get yourself in trouble, our
But the
station,
station,
because we
exactly.
allowed it to go on.
Exactly.
So then why not the same? I mean, you're not a lawyer, so I mean, we're going places where maybe we should be going.
There's no accountability really
Right.
when it comes to Facebook or Instagram or Twitter.
But it's because there is no accountability, it is a dangerous space.
It is.
The vanity metrics, the people who, as you said, the dopamine that they're looking for, and when you don't get it, so it's like a drug.
But
and
it
when
is, and that's why so many people are addicted to it. So many children are addicted to their devices, unaware of why is it that when I come off, I feel so low. It's because the body is producing abnormal levels of dopamine when you get that ping on your phone, that like.
But and that we
It's a whole different.
This is a whole
different thing.
But I want to. Unfortunately, we have such a short time to address this. I want to go back and stay in lane now with the topic. What advice would you give to the grieving family and others? Because our children are at war, and every day in this country, a child is being hurt, right, abused or murdered. What advice do you give to parents who are grieving the loss of their children?
You know, everyone grieves differently, and you have to be patient with yourself. Some people don't even cry, and they're judged for not crying. Everyone grieves in their own way based on their personality, based on their environment, based on how and based on what they need to recover. Allow yourself to grieve in your own personal way. Do not allow anyone else to dictate how you should grieve and how long you should grieve for. What you need to be aware of is that if you find that you're going for, 2 weeks and you're unable to get out of bed, pull the curtains, you don't want to eat, you can barely sleep, then probably you should reach out for further assistance to help you through the process. But if you are still getting up, going to work, still carrying out your activities of daily living, you're still productive, but you're still sad because you are reflecting on your loss, that is okay. Allow yourself that time.
All right. And as
Good
Dr.
advice.
Patrice said, condolences once again from all of us here to the family. Dr. Patrice Charles, Chief Executive Officer of Phoenix Counseling. Boy, I don't know because I drink spirulina and my memory good, but it's the second birthday I forget. I have to do this one. I've been doing it for about 5-6 years. This lady is 101 years old. This is Mrs. Doris Biles from your children, Jennifer, Michael, Paul, Cheryl, enough grand and enough great-grand. The village she raised celebrates with her.
Show us.
And there she is, 101 years old. And as I said, I've been doing this for a number of years now, so
You nearly forgot her birthday.
I actually did.
You know what that just...
Wow.
Yeah.
She's fabulous.
She's
though.
fabulous.
Absolutely fabulous.
Look at her hair.
Yes,
I
that's the first thing
I
that jumped
coached
out
her
at me.
grandkids. All right, up next.
You know what that means when you're losing your memory.
I'm not
and embrace
losing my
it.
memory. I'm not losing my
You
memory.
just said you drink spirulina
But I
and you
just
still
didn't remember
forgot.
not losing my memory. I just didn't remember. So
That's okay. I have a nursing home. I got you.
Oh, you
Oh,
go
there
on.
you go.
Off the
Reach
shelf.
out to them.
Erase 2. Don't take life too seriously. We'll soon come. I'll have that one.